You're pretty good at that color thing. I don't know how to do it.
I can teach you. It's not that complicated.
I don't know, man.
It's just annoying. Okay, game number 3, guys. Could be the last one.
Could be. Dark Templar portrait for life.
Traitor.
Just trying to trick people.
Our third ZVZ in a row with the Startail Life. Starting to the bottom right, he was formerly known as Xanax Life, joined the Startail team with the rest of his brethren. Now we have him in a 2-0 lead in this best of 5 against his opponent. And his opponent starts to the top left, of course, Ohana being a 2-player map. HyuN for Team TSL was not successful in 2 consecutive games. The question now remains, what is Life going to do? He was the aggressor, therefore it might be the case that he once again tries to pull an aggressive build off against his opponent, and for some reason he just doesn't have enough time today. Look at that, no Overlord, already at 10 supply. He's going for a 10 pool once again.
Yep. Boom.
Wolf is so enthusiastic today. Yep. Boom.
Boom. 10 pool, man. I called it already. Well, I didn't say it was a 10 pool, but it's going to be aggressive. I think he's going to follow this up with speed very quickly. And we'll see how HyuN wants to play this one. He clicked on one individual harvester for a second there. I thought maybe he would go for a pool before hatch.
Life is going for exactly the same build that he used on the last map.
Okay, he is going to go pool first.
Yeah. This time we have the pool before the hatch. Actually interested to see how exactly this is going to change things. The last time HyuN defended really well against what Life did. I would have loved to see like an earlier pool, like even a 6 pool. You can defend against 6 and 7 pools, but it's always so fun to see them work, and then just one of them maybe screwing up the micro a little bit, getting the edge here. But micro is of course once again of the essence, as now at the bottom we have the expansioner for HyuN. Life will expand after this, if the last game was any indication, and we don't see exactly the same build. He actually did not take his well, the build that we seen earlier on last game. We don't see the gas this early, but as you can see here, the pool for HyuN is going to finish, and he will have Zerglings in position.
Yep, this is going to do virtually nothing. This is actually the best possible scenario for HyuN. He will have both his hatchery and all of his drones together.
Yeah, to the top, the space is not going to be threatened. Life is getting his own expansion now, and he is getting gas. Just trying to do some damage at the hatch, but yeah, well, not going to happen. Not with the Zerglings that HyuN is currently building. He's getting 4 additional ones. The gas also for HyuN now very similar openings, just with different timings that we see. Harvester count is a little bit in favor of HyuN.
He actually might need to pull some drones here. This is getting a little bit scary.
Yeah,
he actually targets. He might be able to get it.
Yeah, not quite, right? But it's close.
Yeah, it's like very close.
Yeah, by now he bought enough
he might
time.
lose a drone?
I think he bought enough time by now.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Even if he targets it now, I don't think he can get it.
But it's still, it's a very low HP hatch. Let's have a look if he killed any harvesters actually with this. 1 drone was killed. Harvester count is still very similar in favor of Life though.
Who also has the faster tech with his speed, or with his gas that he's got. He can start speed right away. There it is.
Yeah. So that's, yeah, speed is once again very fast, but HyuN will have his own speed this time. He's currently getting gas a little bit later than his opponent, but still. It's not looking too bad for HyuN here. At the same time, Life has still the harvester lead, if I'm not mistaken. No, actually he lost it to HyuN, who is now 21.
Uh-oh, his queen is vulnerable here.
Yeah, but the Zerglings are there just in time. Really clutch timing that we just saw.
Yeah, that was a scary moment. And now it's time for HyuN speed.
Yep. Should start, and there it is. There's this window of opportunity that Life has now where he can start to be aggressive, but it's a very small window. It will close fast, and I'm actually pretty sure that he's not going to achieve
I don't
too
think
much
he's
with
going
it.
to try to use it. He's getting 5 drones right now. Getting that Overlord out. You might see him add a second gas and put back in his first gas after another round of drones.
It's actually funny to see HyuN be the one who starts to be defensive here. Usually he's the Zerg player in a mirror match who really tries to turn on the heat, who tries to be aggressive to move in. But yeah, This time it's apparently really Life who is the aggressor, and HyuN plays a very defensive game. Harvester counts 25 to 23, both of them getting a lot of Zerglings here, playing a very similar style. Of course, speed now already done for Life. Tries to poke a little bit, both of them with the Baneling Nest.
So Overlord's looking really similar.
Gonna
get a queen.
Yeah.
No transfuse energy.
Picks up the queen, gets out of there.
Nice.
Boom.
That is huge, actually.
Yeah, that can help you so much. But look at the amount of links that HyuN is currently building.
Yeah, he wants to force the lings. That is a ton of lings coming out. And I think Life is thinking, oh, maybe I'll force him to make some lings, but actually HyuN wants to go for the counterattack with some Banelings. He's morphing some already.
Speed is done. Boom. And there it is. Nom 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 nom. Going straight at it. Life does have the Baneliness on its way, but it's not ready just yet. Banelings are morphing for HyuN. He wants to make this happen. He's trying to run in, but there's a block at the ramp. So important.
Yeah, the defensive Banelings starting to come out here for Life as well. Worker count right now is 28 to 30 actually in HyuN's favor. So even though he made a ton of lings and is getting ready for this attack, he still has the better economy. The supply is dead even. Oh, the Baneling hits here are going to be so important.
Is he getting in though? No, not too great here.
Yeah, that was not the best engagement by HyuN.
Yeah, currently HyuN is just, or Life is just trying to force his opponent back, but to be honest with you, the Harvester count is still in favor of Life just by a small margin, but he's still thrown up.
That was a game changer.
That was unexpected, yes.
But Life is actually going to try to sneak some Banelings in, and he's got 6-7 actually that can go into the natural. And at natural, he's got a little bit of a defense setup. He didn't use him well.
Yeah, there's way too much. So this is looking better and better for HyuN.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with the tech that he is already halfway completed.
Small victory there with that Baneling hit. Not quite as big as the ones that HyuN just got. His lair is done super fast though.
With this lair tech, if he really makes good use of his economy, then he can definitely overpower Life here. He didn't lose too many Harvesters, and this looks actually like really good for HyuN. He needs more Overlords, but if you just look at how fast he is with this lair, the lair is done and Life didn't even start his own tech. This is a bit crazy. If he tries to utilize this advantage in tech that he has, he could take this game.
Life again with his scary Zergling control. See, that's what happens.
Oh my god, the last Baneling. That was great.
When you play with fire, you're going to get burned sometimes. Now basically Life has to hit a timing with his roaches if he wants to be able to punish HyuN for how ahead he is, and if he doesn't do it, then he's just going to lose.
HyuN is only getting the speed for the roaches.
Yeah, he's not going mutus or anything like that.
Yeah, he's taking a third base, trying to establish a third, and it's very hard for his opponent to punish him for it. Bottom left, we have for Life also an attempt of getting another hatchery in the game. HyuN is gonna scout this very soon. He has an Overseer, another one even morphing, just trying to get in here.
Life.
Oops. Life pauses the game.
PP. He is way behind in tech.
Yeah. Oops.
Anyway.
What was that for?
He just said I'm sorry, go. It's like a weird spelling of I think it was a typo.
Yeah, but why would you
it.
pause for like literally 2 seconds and then go again?
Maybe his, sometimes this happens where your mouse, if you have
The
two
cord.
monitors, well, mouse cord, or sometimes your mouse doesn't get trapped within StarCraft.
Yeah.
So every time you try to go to the right, it like goes off onto your second monitor.
Third
This
base
is a pretty
down.
big, victory here, getting that third.
Well, Overlord, and there is the Roach push. The Roach push out has been spotted. He knows it's coming. Does he have enough to defend? Third base is being attacked by the Zerglings. Life cannot really send too much over there with all those Roaches now coming out. Of course, the defender's advantage is in favor of Life here. The Roach numbers in general are highly in favor of HyuN, and he moves in. There are not too many spine crawlers. In fact, there's not a single one. Can he take this? He's trying to move in. There are actually drones being pulled. That's how desperate Life currently is, but they are forcing back HyuN.
HyuN is forced back at least for now, but he will be able to get this third hatchery easily.
Yeah, of course. Now, third, there's no way for him to hold it.
Can you check and see if HyuN has +1 for his roaches?
I think he has by now. He's no, actually, he just started it.
Oh yeah, so that's one advantage that Life will eventually have over HyuN
Yeah.
if he survives here.
The same thing happened to me that happened to you earlier in the Protoss vs. Protoss.
Yeah.
I mixed up the production tabs and thought that HyuN was the one who was ahead in the upgrade, but turns out he is not. And now the harvesters are dying and so many drones are being killed here. We have a harvester count that is still even because Life was ahead in the worker count.
This is a really good defender's position for Life, and HyuN actually, even though he had roach speed first, when you're just fighting, it's not that important.
Yeah, you can get the better position, but in the end, you have to win the actual fight, and that's when the roach speed does not really count, but his numbers are important, and that's where he's once again ahead with 22 to 16. He's just moving in. +1 is by now done for Life, though. This is the advantage that he has, but currently the third base is nearly completed for HyuN, and this will give him a huge lead in the game once again, because of course with the snipe and this massive attack, this aggression by HyuN, he was not able to get a base up. Life, that is.
And he actually could turn around and fight this. He's got +1.
I'm actually not so sure. The numbers now he can. The numbers were in favor of HyuN here, but look at the overall supply. It's so close.
Yeah, but as you said, the extra base for HyuN is going to be important. He's not mining from it yet.
Yeah, he will.
Oh, he's going to fight there.
Oh, yeah, he actually moves in once again. The roach numbers in favor of Life. HyuN a bit overzealous.
Yeah, and with the +1, that really helped turn the tide.
Yeah,
So,
+1 is not done for HyuN.
he needs to restart his third though. Life does. He can't hang on to this roach advantage with +1 forever, especially because HyuN's about to have his own +1 here.
And he's getting more roaches. He could actually trap this if he engages correctly. Look at this nice concave for HyuN. Doing so much damage. +1 not done just yet. He fights. Now there it is. +1 is ready. The roach number is 25 to 18, still in favor of Life. The drones are fighting now, and the Startail player is being pushed back here. 3 bases against 2. If he loses this, he might lose the game. There it is. GG.
Life takes his first loss in this best of 5.
Yeah. HyuN. Win number 1 for him.
Really curious to see what he's going to do in game number 3, because if you continue this trend of aggression, it becomes predictable. And I mean, you and I both predicted Life was going to go for an early pool again. What if he this time just goes for like a hatch first even? That could really throw HyuN off a little bit mentally. In game number 3 that we just saw, HyuN actually did not go for a hatch first because he was like, you know what, you keep doing these early pools, so I'm not interested in hatch firsting anymore.
I actually think right now that we have a potential suicide in the Twitch channel. That guy is going like, Life is overrated. Listen, there is so much that is worth living for. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.